This is not just a silver disc. It is a portal to paradise. Hold it close. Imagine the cool sea breeze and let the spirit of Barbados come alive. See the glint in this pelican's eyes, the sunbeams dancing on its plumage, the waves crashing with endless rhythm. This coin doesn't shimmer, it shines upon us as the pelican symbolizes resilience and renewal, a guardian of fishermen and a harbinger of good fortune. Lucky for you, as of the filming of this video, there were still some of these left at APMEX. That is unfortunately the only place as of now that it can be found, as it is an APMEX exclusive, so if you're looking somewhere else to buy one, you will have to wait until a secondary seller gets their hands on it. Having done an in-depth video over the history and culture of Barbados in my Barbados Trident video, and having covered the pelican, as this is my second coin in the series from this amazing Caribbean nation, I want to shift my focus to you. What are your thoughts on this bird? It has been my experience that you either love them or think that they're obnoxious and ugly, so I want you to let me know in the comments as I tell you why this bird is amazing to me. Then we'll get to our 60-point scale so that we can see if this coin is right for your collection. Personally, I love the brown pelican. It has been my favorite bird going back to my earliest memories. Whenever I see one in the sky, a part of me revisits my childhood. It is bittersweet, as for a moment I live both in past and present and can reflect on the emotions of both eras. The childhood innocence of my youth and wide-eyed joy meets the current refined and logically intentional version of myself, and it is almost like both parts recognize the other as they are. You see, as a child, I spent many hours of my life combing through the sand for shells and trinkets. I explored as the gentle rhythm of the Gulf kept me moving forward. The ocean's salty breeze would often bring me fragrances that on land would give me pause, but where the tide recedes would provide exploration of the wild. Oftentimes the pungent odor would be a fish or some common creature, but on occasion, washed up among the sea's bounty would be a porpoise or a shark, which as a young boy was cooler than anything the digital world of today could provide. It was here on the shores of Rutherford Beach in South Louisiana that I first saw these birds, a silhouette against the sun. There's an identifiable outline and a grace to the way these birds cut across the wind. The part that stole my attention as a child was looking up and seeing about 5 of these birds flying in a formation much like fighter jets. They were in a compact line and riding in sequence of the bird ahead. What happened next was better than any action scene from a movie, as this was real and 20 yards in front of me. The first pelican, mid-flight, tucked his wings and tilted his head downward towards the water and shot like a missile down below the tide. Sequentially, every single pelican followed suit in a choreography worthy of Tchaikovsky. It was the duality of life playing out before me in the most beautiful way. There are a web of memories associated with this bird. When I look at it, I see the younger me. I feel the grit of sand in my teeth. I hear the lapping of water coming from a jug that my grandmother brought to keep us hydrated. I feel the weight of a shirt fashioned to hold seashells that I'd collected. I smell and taste copper-toned sun lotion. I see my grandfather looking to the horizon, and now as an older version of myself, I wonder if he was looking and seeing the younger version of himself as the scenes played out before him. I hope you can see how valuable this coin is to me and how valuable coins can be to you. I hope that you can find a reflection of yourself in the variety of coins that lay in your collection. Now that I have properly bored you to sleep, let us put this coin on our 60-point scale as we see if this is a coin that you need. When we look in the obverse, we are met with what has become a standard look for Barbados. This is the common coat of arms, which we go in detail often in other videos, so I will keep it brisk. I've always loved this coat of arms, and love in particular the dolphin, which represents the fishing industry and importance to the island. It has an old world charm and is almost like one you would find on a map in the pre-colonial days. I love a lot about what I see, but if I were the designer, I would have tried to reduce the amount of negative space by raising the coat of arms just a touch. It would give the ability to add just a little bit of texture in the background and not wash the coat of arms out. I scored a 7. Our eyes now meet the reverse. We have such a glorious scene with 3 main elements in play. We have the sky with sparse clouds, we have the water reaching laterally with such a fun ornamentation, and we have the tree branch, which is very relevant to the pelican as they roost in the trees, which help them dry their feathers and regulate their body heat. I love the font and choice of the word placement, and obviously love the bird. There's only one thing I'm not keen on, and that is the difference in artistic style between the playful water and the clouds and the more classical pelican and branch. Maybe it was a cognitive choice to have the two living things in the tree and the bird versus the two naturally derived not living things in the water and the air juxtaposed. I don't know. But I wish that the artist would have chosen on one theme or the other, but honestly, still pleases the eye, so it still scores a high 9. Mintage is next, and boy, is it a strong category for this coin. It is produced by the MDM Mint in Germany, which is one of the largest international mints, founded in 1893. This has a mintage of 10,000, which is pretty dang low. It is a strong number and scores a 9. Cultural significance is quite easy to grade on this coin. We have a seabird that is on the coat of arms and is present all over the island of Barbados. The artist did not color out of the lines, so to speak, so it scores a perfect 10. Now it is time for collectability. This is a bit of a quandary. I find this coin to be highly collectible in theory, but in practicality, it's that most seekers of products like this will not know it exists unless they stumble upon it on the APMEX website, as it is an APMEX exclusive. Being only sold at APMEX is great for APMEX, but it's not great for the collectability. If I were king, I would double the mintage and have half sold to merchants on Barbados so that tourists take them as tokens to their vacation, or even better, native islanders could get one of these as a token of national pride. The idea that many bullion coins like this exist without the local population even knowing or having the ability to purchase one is kind of upsetting, but doesn't really affect the score. I scored a 7. Uniqueness is our last category. This is a series that changes every year, but it also hosts a theme in the pelican, which seems to be one of the most popular birds in bullion for reasons I'm not sure of. It is highly unique in design, but not in theme, so I think a 7 is warranted, which brings us to our final thoughts and score. Gliding across the line at 49, this coin does not meet the elite status, but it does offer so much to so many, including myself. It is beautiful, it is low mintage, and it means something to me. So is it right for you? Well, does the pelican mean anything to you? Or maybe Barbados? If so, yes, and if not, it's really up to your preference. Thank you so much, and as always, please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.